Protesters took to the streets of America's cities for the 10th straight night on Thursday. Thousands of people in New York, Portland and Philadelphia rallied in mostly peaceful demonstrations, taking a stand against the death of George Floyd, an unarmed black man pinned by his neck to the street by a white officer. The gatherings, while boisterous at times, were for the most part orderly, in contrast to several previous nights punctuated by sporadic arson, looting and clashes between protesters and police. In the nation's capital, a group of protesters congregated near the White House, where construction workers were seen erecting new concrete barriers and fences around the presidential residence. Demonstrators headed to the Lincoln Memorial on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. to remember George Floyd, the black man whose death in police custody set off a wave of nationwide protests. Thousands of people walked across the Brooklyn Bridge to call for an end to police brutality. In New York City, thousands of people attended a memorial event in a Brooklyn park on Thursday, remembering George Floyd.
Silence is also a form of violence, and not being educated, there's no excuse to not be educated about, police brutality in 2020. And I think it's crazy that, we haven't seen anything like this since the Rodney King riots.
Terrence Floyd, the victim's brother, told the gathering at Cadman Plaza Park that he supported the protests, but did not agree with the looting and other criminal activity during protests.
I'm proud of the protests, but I'm not proud of the destruction.
A 75-year-old man is in stable but serious condition on Thursday after being shoved by police officers, causing him to fall backwards, hit his head and bleed from his ear. Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown released a statement on the man's condition and said the two officers have been suspended without pay. Buffalo enforced an 8 p.m. curfew on Thursday night. The change in mood reflected a determination voiced by many protesters and organizers in recent days to transform outrage over Floyd's death into a renewed civil rights movement, seeking reforms to America's criminal justice system. The size and scope of protests have seemed to ebb after prosecutors in Minneapolis on Wednesday elevated murder charges against one police officer jailed last week in Floyd's 25th May death and arrested 3 others accused of aiding and abetting the first.